In the main Sun Salutation sequence, what I've done is just gradually added on little elements to the flow sequence. And at the beginning of it, I've done a pretty gentle version where you don't go into downward dog, and as an alternative to downward dog, you go into child's pose. Some people find in downward dog, if there's anything going on with their wrists, that they don't like the feeling of being in that position. So feel welcome to choose child's pose as your alternative. If you just want to stick with the first little sequence that we go through, you just keep flowing through that as we add on and do some additional elements to it, and just spend a little bit longer in child's pose. When you're in child's pose, what I don't show in the video is that you can actually add a little twist into child's pose itself. So if you're lying in child's pose, what you can choose to do is to, with one arm outstretched, thread the other arm through and turn your head to the side. So it's called threading the needle. So you can put one arm out, bring the other arm under, and bring the ear down onto your mat, and then swap sides. But you don't have to add that bit in. That's just there as an option if you want to have a little bit of a twist and you're not in the full downward dog position. And also towards the end of the sequence, I give the option to keep one hand on the mat when you're in downward dog, and to take the other hand and place it on the opposite thigh or shin, so that you get a bit of a twist. Again, if that doesn't feel good for your wrists, take the option before it where both hands are on the ground and you just bend the knee and look under your arm. So again, watch it through so that you know how it adds on. If when you're coming into low plank, if you don't have the strength yet to hold that without there being strain on your wrists or your shoulders, then bring your knees down. And when you're coming to upward dog, again, if the strength's not quite there yet, then let your legs fully come down onto the ground and come into like more of a baby cobra pose, where there's no strain. You're getting the stretch, but you're not putting any strain on yourself. And as you get familiar with the sequence and what you're doing in terms of the physical postures, then what you want to do is start really focusing on your breath, so that on your inhale you're thinking of anything that's taking your body upwards and creating space, and in the exhale you're thinking of the lower part of the body and really grounding down. So let's get on and actually do the practice. But again, do the version that's right for you. Never ever force. Listen to your body. So we're inhaling to take the hands above the head. Exhaling to forward fold, bending the knees as much as you need to get the hands to the ground. Just starting to straighten the legs at the end of that exhale. Inhaling to flat back with the hands on the shins, the thighs, or on the floor. And exhaling to step back with the right leg, then the left. Placing the knees down and lowering to hover before coming through to baby cobra. Exhaling to push back to child's pose. And this is the version of the Sun Salutation that you can stick with if you're new to it, or if any of the other options feel too much for you. Just taking a few breaths here, feeling the support of the ground and just letting the shoulders relax, let the head relax on the ground. Inhaling to tuck the toes and walk the feet towards the hands, Inhaling to flat back, and exhaling to forward fold. Inhaling to slowly come up and bring the hands above the head. Exhaling, hands by the side. So we'll add on. Inhaling to take the hands above the head. Exhaling to forward fold. Inhaling to flat back. Exhaling to step back with the right leg, then the left, and lowering to plank or knees on the ground before inhaling through to upward dog and exhaling to downward dog. Inhaling to bend the left knee and look under the right shoulder, and exhaling to return to centre. Inhaling to lift the right leg to three-legged dog, and exhaling to bend the knee and open the hip. Inhaling to bring the knee towards the nose, the right knee, and then transferring it through, helping it through if you need to. Inhaling to place the right hand on the right leg and into an open twist, letting the hand float up. Exhaling to step forward. Inhaling to bring the hands above the head. And exhaling, hands by the side. Inhaling to take the hands above the head. Exhaling to forward fold. Again, just bending the knees if you need to and taking the gaze towards the tummy. Inhaling to flat back. Exhaling to step back with the left foot this time, lowering to plank or knees on the ground, and inhaling through to upward dog. Exhaling to push back to down dog, and this time we're bending the right knee and looking under the left shoulder. Inhaling to lift the left leg to three-legged dog. Exhaling to bend the knee and open the hip. Inhaling to step the left leg forward and placing the left hand on the left thigh, going into that open twist, just letting the hand float up. Exhaling to step forward. Inhaling to take the hands above the head. And exhaling, hands by the side. Inhaling, taking the hands above the head. Exhaling, bending the knees and coming into forward fold. Inhaling to flat back. Exhaling to step the right leg, then the left leg back, holding plank or placing the knees down before coming through to upward dog. Exhaling to push back to downward dog, and this time there's the option to take the left hand onto the right shin or thigh and just looking under the right arm. Placing the hand back down, then letting that right leg float up into three-legged dog, bending the knee to open at the hip, and then bringing the right knee towards the nose and stepping it through. Right hand goes onto right thigh and we're opening into that open twist, letting the hand float up. Exhaling to step forward to forward fold. Inhaling to bring the hands above the head, palms together. Exhaling, hands by the side. Inhaling to take the hands above the head. Exhaling to forward fold. Inhaling to flat back. Exhaling to step back with the left foot, then the right, holding plank before flowing through to up dog. Exhaling to down dog, this time taking the right hand onto the left shin or thigh and looking under the left armpit. Placing the hand back and lifting the left leg up to three-legged dog, bending the knee and opening at the hip. Inhaling to bring the knee towards the nose and stepping it through, placing the left hand onto the left thigh and inhaling to that open twist. Exhaling to step forward to forward fold. Inhaling to bring the hands above the head. Exhaling, hands by the side. And just taking a moment to notice how you feel after going through a few sun salutations.